There used to be a deal. For generations, it was the foundation of the American middle class. Work hard, get a good education, land a stable job, and you'd be set. You could buy a home, raise a family, and eventually retire without worry. That was the story our parents and grandparents lived by. It's the story we were told to trust. But for millions of people today, that story feels like a fantasy. People are doing everything right, more educated, working harder, and they're still falling behind. This isn't about bad choices. This is about a system that changed quietly, while families were doing their best to keep up. We followed the script we were given. Go to school, get a good job, work hard, build a stable life. But what if that script was a lie? What if millions of people are playing the game exactly the way they were taught, only to discover the rules were changed when they weren't looking? Section 1. The Great Decoupling. The first and most brutal truth of our new economy is this: your hard work isn't valued the way it used to be. For decades, productivity and pay moved together. When companies grew, workers grew with them. But around the late 1970s, something happened. Productivity kept climbing, but wages flatlined. Real wages barely moved as the cost of living exploded. The minimum wage stayed frozen. The wealth workers created stopped flowing back to them. A lot of wealth was created over the years, but very little of it made its way to ordinary households. Most families are carrying the same workload with far less support. There isn't a simple fix here. But naming the problem is the first step toward taking back control inside your home. Section 2. The three great burdens: housing, healthcare, and education. While pay has stagnated, the cost of life's foundations has skyrocketed. Housing, healthcare, and education, the pillars of the old middle class, have quietly turned into financial traps. Let's start with housing, because for most families, that's where the pressure hits first. Housing used to be the cornerstone of middle-class stability. A home cost about 3 times a family's yearly income. Today, that ratio is closer to 5, even 10 in major cities. With median home prices above $400,000 and household incomes in the low 80,000s, homeownership has slipped out of reach for millions. Even renting has become unsustainable, with increases outpacing wage growth year after year. Now let's talk about what families can do. Practical ways to adapt housing solutions. Tip 1. Adjust your housing footprint. A smaller space, a more affordable neighborhood, or even a temporary roommate can create real breathing room, even if you only do it for one season. Tip 2. Reduce the hidden costs tied to your home. Most families have quiet, automatic expenses tied to their house that drain more than they realize. These include things like lawn service, you could scale back or pause. Pest control billed monthly when quarterly treatments work 23. Pool service. Even during months you barely use the pool service. Cleaning services scheduled out of habit instead of needy. Home-related subscriptions no one uses anymore. Families often lower housing costs without moving, simply by adjusting or eliminating these recurring services. Often, this saves $300 to $400 a month without disrupting daily life. Tip 3. Build home systems that prevent daily overspending. Most overspending doesn't come from big purchases. It comes from small, repeated decisions inside the home. Last-minute meals, running out of basics, buying items twice ace, convenience spending, chaotic routines that lead to expensive choices. Simple systems, meal routines, restocking habits, shared calendars, basic organization help families avoid those high-cost moments. This isn't decluttering. This is designing your home so it saves you money automatically. Why this matters in real life. Families often overspend not because they're careless, but because their home isn't working for the way their family functions today. When routines break down, spending fills the gaps. A home system restores structure, and structure restores breathing room. Housing is only the first pressure point, but it's also where families regain control the fastest. Healthcare, though, is a whole different challenge. And in this series, we're going to talk honestly about medical costs and the small shifts that bring relief much faster than most people expect. Healthcare. Healthcare costs have climbed so fast that even insured families are struggling. Premiums are rising. Deductibles keep increasing. One ER visit can derail a family's entire financial plan. Millions are choosing between staying healthy and staying financially stable. Practical ways to adapt. Healthcare solutions. Tip 1. Build a simple preventive care routine. Most expensive medical bills come from issues that were caught too late. Regular checkups, maintaining medications, and addressing small problems early reduce the chance of major emergencies. Tip 2. Review your health plan once a year. Families often stick to a plan that no longer fits, and they overpay without realizing it. A yearly review can lower premiums, add needed coverage, or better match your current health needs. Tip 3. Compare prices before scheduling care. The same test can cost twice as much at a different facility. Checking price transparency tools for imaging, labs, and outpatient care can cut costs significantly. Healthcare is only one part of the picture. The next major pressure point is education, and its impact lasts for decades. Education. Education, the thing we were told would secure our future, has instead left millions with decades of debt. Large student loan balances delay homeownership, family building, and retirement savings. Practical ways to adapt education solutions. Tip 1. Start with the career path, not the school. Choosing the school first often leads to thousands in unnecessary debt. Identify the field and required certifications first. Then choose the most affordable route. Tip 2. Use lower-cost routes that still lead to strong careers. Trade school, community college, certificate programs, employer-funded training, accredited online programs. These options reduce tuition dramatically while still leading to stable jobs. Tip 3. Make education a household decision. Student debt affects the entire family, not just the person taking out the loans. Ask together. Does this path support our long-term stability? If not, choose the affordable route to the same outcome. If this sounds familiar, if you're doing everything right but still can't get ahead, you're not imagining it. You're living in a system no one prepared you for. And that brings us to the last piece of the puzzle. Section 3. The illusion of the good job. A good job used to mean stability, predictable hours, benefits, a retirement path. But over time, that model quietly eroded. Unions declined. Corporate loyalty disappeared. The gig economy rose fast. Today, millions work contract jobs with no benefits, no protections, and no guarantee of next month's income. And when pay doesn't cover basic expenses, people turn to debt just to close the gap. That's how we ended up with more than $1 trillion in credit card debt. Not because families are irresponsible, but because modern life has become too expensive for one paycheck to carry alone. The economic reality we're living in feels like a betrayal because it breaks a promise we were raised on. Work hard. Do the right things. Life will reward you. But the truth is simpler and harder. The old rule book was written for an economy that no longer exists. This isn't your failure. This isn't a personal flaw. This is the result of decades of shifts in wages, housing, healthcare, education, and work that families were never prepared for. But here's what I want you to hold on to. Even when the larger system feels out of control, your home can still be steady. And in this series, we're going to talk about how. How to build stability. How to create clarity. How to adapt to the world we're living in, not the one we grew up hearing about. You are not behind. You are not imagining this. You are navigating a financial landscape no one prepared us for. And together, we're going to move through it, one clear, simple step at a time. Stay encouraged and stay rooted in sense.